Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show live here on SABC3, coming to you from our Sea Point studios that have come alive on this Tuesday because we focus on youth, and we've got some shining bright young stars in the world of water polo with us this morning from Reddam House, one of the top performing schools of the year so far. And we've got three of their star players joining us, Tim and Chris Rezelman and Kenton Mobey. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. I know it's a bit of an early start. Tim, we're going to start with you, man. Welcome. You guys recently did brilliantly in the KES Waterpolo Tournament, coming in third place, eventually losing out to St. Stidians in the tournament. But so far, a fantastic year. You've got to be pretty proud of the way the team is playing. Yeah, this was personally my senior year, so it was quite enjoyable to have such successes throughout the year. And we started at the Bloemfontein tournament. At the beginning of the year, we managed to win that, so that was very good. And then we've had successes at the St. Andrews tournament, and then KES was the big one, but at the end of the day, it's just about being with the boys, and it was quite good fun to come third, get the podium finish at the end. It's quite nice. Chris, he can be all relaxed because he doesn't carry the pressure of being the captain of the team. Do you put pressure on yourself in that sense? Is it a lot of pressure on you guys to perform at this level now that you've got this label of being a star side?
I think most of the pressure isn't really from external. I think we put quite a bit of pressure on ourselves to succeed. I think we've had quite a junior team for the past few years, so now we have, I think, 7 matrics on our side. So we have quite a senior team, and we worked hard to try and succeed this year. So I think we were a little disappointed when we didn't bring home the gold, but we got a podium finish, so it was good in the end.
You will take that. Kenton, that's what it's about at this stage now. It's finding a balance of experience and youth. You've got to be able to provide the same kind of roadmap that you guys were given coming into the ranks, but you need the senior players to bring a cool head.
Yeah, well, I think that basically we work on like a whole rotation. So basically, our senior team will play like most of the big games. So for example, the Mazinta tomorrow, like the final, it'll be our starting 7, which will be mostly our matrics. And then our best team would play, and we'll just filter through like the juniors, grade 9s and 10s, and like overall just keep the youth coming through and growing the players exponentially, I guess.
How are we approaching tomorrow's tournament? I'm glad you brought it up. What are we expecting from the lineup?
Last year's tournament, you can know there's going to be a big crowd, so that put pressures on. So it's quite nice to play in the atmosphere of like all the supporters, and it's quite nice because we, as not a traditional school, we're slowly getting the spirit in, which is very nice to see. And Mazinta is a very good way for us to develop our spirit, and our spirit portfolio is having a busy time for tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, that's good. You must keep them working hard. Yeah. Chris, how much attention is there on water polo at the moment with how well you guys are doing? Yeah, I've seen it from our side, looking at the bigger picture. There is a huge amount of focus. We've got a lot of star performers. Do you feel like it's a sport that is getting its just rewards at the school level?
Recently, I think in the past 3 years since I've been playing water polo, I think it's grown quite a bit. Like, it's got a lot bigger, especially at schoolboy level, first team level. So there's much more support now. There's stuff like interviews now like this. So yeah, it's getting quite a bit bigger. And it's like, yeah, it's more pressure, more fans, more people. But it's growing nicely, which is good for school water polo and polo in general.
What's next, Kenton, if I can put that to you? What is the next step? Do you want to keep playing water polo after school? What are the next what's the next rung in the ladder for you as a school?
Well, I think in varsity next year it's well catered for. Like, I mean, if you're just going to play like social water polo, there's the annual league nights, or like the Jabuli, I've heard, like on a Wednesday.
I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard. And then I guess if you're more like formal and want to take your polo seriously, there's the Curry Cup SA and the 20 side that they pick, and they're going to Hungary at the end of the year, I think, as well as Brazil and Argentina next year if you make the team. So I guess it's quite an honor to make your country. And I guess eventually it's getting its just rewards.
Well, that's cool. That's a great way to see that path, being able to, take you to Springbok level. That is really awesome. Now, you guys have a fantastic girls' side. Before I let you go, do you think you would be able to take them in the water? Would they take you? Put it out there. You're going to see them after this, man. Yeah. Let's speak about your girls' side quickly. They're also having a fantastic year.
Yes, they're definitely having. St. Peter's, they won that. That's like the KES of the girls' tournament. So that's very pleasing. And also that one thing that our school as a whole we take pride in is the spirit. And the players, what was it though? KES Players Trophy. The Fair Play Award. And we brought that home in both the KES and the St. Peter's. So I think that's what, as a school, we put emphasis on sportsmanship and then the winning's just added bonus kind of thing. So.
Awesome, guys. Well, you wear the suit well, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thanks for the early start. Good luck tomorrow. I know it's going to be quite a stiff challenge. We look forward to catching up with you as you continue to rise, man. But it's been awesome to meet you guys and bring you into the studio.
Hey,
good work, gents. Very, very good job there. All right, well, the youth explosion continues here on Expresso. Kat and Ewan, I know, are about to introduce us to even more shining bright stars.
Expresso Youth Sport, brought to you by Deep Heat. Warms pain away.